Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the Cryptoverse. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin monthly returns. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the sale on Into the Cryptoverse Premium at intothecryptoverse.com. Remember, when we talk about what tends to happen, that doesn't mean that it always has to play out like that. For example, September is normally a red month, but every so often, it ends up being green. When we talk about it, that doesn't mean that it was not worth talking about, it normally being a red month, even when it pans out to be green, but it just means this is what you can generally expect. On average, Bitcoin is red in September, and on average, it's dropped about 5%. Also, on average, it's dropped about 0.2% in August. But one of the things I wanted to point out is an interesting trend, and that's in 2013, Bitcoin was green in July and August, and then red in September. And then in 2017, Bitcoin was green in July and August, and then red in September. And then in 2021, Bitcoin was green in July and August, and then red in September. And then so far in 2025, we saw Bitcoin green in July. If it is green in August, then I think it might actually set up a red September. Interestingly enough, you see how in 2023 and 2024, September was green. Also, in 2015 and 2016, September was green, right? So I wonder if it's just going to play out the same way, right? Where you have a red September after potentially a green July and a green August. So if you have that, it could then set up hopefully like another higher low that then Bitcoin could build off of. But I will remind people that when you think about where we are in the market cycle, as measured from the bottom, there's not that many months left. If you look at just kind of prior cycles and what the general expectation would be, you might have a few more months, but there's not really that many more months left, more than likely, in this market cycle. So just keep that in mind, right? Like if green presents itself in August, right? If the month of August ends up being green and then September is red, and then if after that, you see it turn green in October, just know we're probably getting closer to the end. It could be October, it could be November, could be December. The market cycle top for 2021 was in November. For 2017 was December. For 2013 was November. So Q4, the post-halving year, tends to be a time to sort of assume that things are going to sort of wrap up for the midterm year bear market. But in the short term, what I would watch is the green July played out just like all the other three post-halving years. All the other post-halving years had a green August. If it ends up being green, I would go into it expecting a red September and then potentially a bounce, come October. So just wanted to do a brief video here where we talked about Bitcoin monthly returns. Again, I'm going to be traveling. I'm recording this on August 2nd. I don't know when exactly you're going to see it, but this is one of those, videos that I can record. And the main message of it isn't going to be lost in a few days if I release it a few days from now. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and again, check out the sale on Into the Cryptoverse Premium at intothecryptoverse.com. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.